Manchester United fans, this one is massive. Tomorrow we face Wolves, and I know a lot of people are already relaxed, saying, it's just Wolves, we smashed them 4-1 at their ground, now it's Old Trafford so it should be even easier. But honestly, this game is nowhere near a walkover. These so-called bottom teams are desperate, they are fighting for survival, they press, they run, they scrap for every single ball, and if you switch off for even 1 second, they punish you. Yes, these are games we should be winning, no doubt about it, but our situation right now is different. We are going into this match without so many key players, important players in important positions, and that is not an excuse, it is simply a wake-up call. It is a reminder that everyone who steps on that pitch has to fight twice as hard, run twice as much, and show real character. We cannot keep dropping points, especially at Old Trafford. Too many times we score first, relax, take our foot off the gas, and then watch teams grow in confidence and take something from us. That cannot happen in this match. From the very first whistle until the very last minute, we need intensity, urgency, hunger, pressing, winning second balls, defending together, attacking together. Because when you look at our next fixtures, they may look easy on paper, but they are not. Wolves now, then Leeds away, Burnley away, these are tough, physical teams that may not always get results, but they always make life difficult. This is why we must make sure we walk away with 9 points from the next 3 games, because that puts us back in the top 4 conversation, and back where we should be. But everything starts with how we approach Wolves. That is why this video is so important. We are going to break down the best lineup, the right formation, and how we can set up to win at Old Trafford. Please stay with me, watch this video to the end, tell me what you think about the formation and the lineup. And as always, please like this video, subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my contents. Now before we even start talking about the lineup, there is something very important I really want to address. I keep seeing so many Manchester United fans saying that Amorim sent our attackers away, or that he pushed the wingers out, and that is why he can't play a 4-3-3 because he don't have natural wingers to make it happen. They said he pushed all the wingers away. And honestly, I am shocked hearing some fans talk like this. Let's be real for a second, what exactly happened with Garnacho? He was trusted, he was played almost every match, and when it mattered most, in the Europa League semi-final, he missed big chances that nearly cost us. Then when he wasn't picked for the final, he ran to social media to complain and question why he was benched. Since when did a player become bigger than the club? This is Manchester United, if you get your chance, you take it. If you don't deliver, the manager has every right to bench you. But instead of reacting professionally, some players act like they're entitled, like playing time must be guaranteed no matter what. Yet now look at Garnacho, he's at Chelsea, when he gets benched and suddenly he is calm, suddenly he isn't complaining online, suddenly he understands discipline. The same thing happened with Rashford, questions about work rate, effort, pressing, tracking back, commitment in training. He was benched, he left, he went to Barcelona, and suddenly he is running again, pressing again, working hard again. So why couldn't they do all that here? Why only after they leave?
I'm really pleased with Aiden. You can feel that he's improving every game. He's young, but you don't feel that he has a good game, and then he slows the game or the thinking during the game. No, you feel that he's improving during the game. I think he was not playing, but he trained really well. You just need to train really well to be ready when the opportunity comes. So in this moment, if he continues to play like that, it's going to be really hard to take his place.
Amorim has made it very clear, at this club there is no entitlement anymore. You train hard, you show hunger, you earn your place, simple. That's why Heaven is playing. He trained well, impressed the manager, got his chance, and kept proving himself when he stepped on the pitch. That is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. No player is bigger than Manchester United. You wait for your time, you respect the badge, and when your chance comes, you give everything. That is the culture Amorim is building, and some fans need to understand that. Now let's get straight into the business of today, the lineup and the formation and also the tactics. For this game, we're going with the 4-2-3-1. This is the same shape we started with in our last match, especially in that first half, and honestly I think it suits us far better than the 3-4-3 right now. With all the injuries, Afghan absentees, and limited options, this formation simply gives us more balance and more control. You can already see Amorim slowly realizing that this setup works better for the players we currently have available right now. So, starting from the back, we stick with Lamans. He has really been solid for us recently. In the last matches he has made some big saves at crucial moments, and one thing I love about him is the way he commands his area. When the ball is in the air, he comes out with confidence, takes charge, and clears danger. That is something we have seriously missed for a long time. Moving into the defensive line, at right back, I'm going with Dalot. Going forward, he has improved a lot, better crosses, better delivery, creating real chances. But defensively, he still has work to do. Too many times he gets beaten out wide, allows crosses into the box, and that has cost us goals. So in this match, he needs to be focused, switched on, and ready to defend as well as also attack. At left back, I'm choosing Luke Shaw. He has finally stayed fit for a good period, which is unusual for him, and that is massive for this team. Shaw gives us flexibility, helps us play in different systems, and his first-time crosses into the box are always dangerous. But he must also be alert to the counter-attack, because Wolves will definitely try to break quickly. Now to the centre-backs. On the left, I'm going with Martinez. The moment he returned to defence, suddenly we kept a clean sheet. His partnership with Heaven just looks more natural. There is understanding, leadership, and calmness. He helps us build from the back, his long passes turn into attacking opportunities, and he just brings authority to that backline. And on the right side, of course, it has to be Heaven. He's been rock solid, confident on the ball, winning duels, reading the game like someone who has been here for years. He was man of the match last game, and we need another big performance from him against Wolves. Now we head into the midfield, and this is where things really start to make sense for this lineup. In the double pivot, I'm going with Casemiro and Ugarte, because together they give us something we have been missing for a long time, real defensive balance and protection when teams try to hit us on the counter. Whenever both of them sit in front of the back line, you immediately feel that extra layer of security. They were excellent together in the first half of the last game, helping us control the tempo, win second balls, and stop those dangerous transitions before they even started. Yes, they are not the absolute best when it comes to ball retention or playing like prime Barcelona in midfield, but what they give us defensively is priceless, especially now that we don't have Bruno or Mainu available. Casemiro can still pick those long passes, switch play quickly, and break lines, while Ugarte brings that work rate, tackling, and intensity that shuts down opposition midfielders. And just ahead of them, I'm going with Mason Mount, because right now he is one of the most important players in this team. He brings energy, movement, and intelligence. Whenever Mount plays, our midfield looks alive. He helps us press high, keeps the ball moving, makes himself available, and constantly pushes the team forward. You saw it clearly in the last match. The moment he went off, we started dropping deeper and deeper. Against Wolves at Old Trafford, we need his legs, his aggression, and his willingness to work both ways. He connects the midfield to attack, and in a game like this, that role will be absolutely massive. Then on the right wing, I'm going with Dorgu. He played that role brilliantly in the last game and even managed to get himself on the scoresheet for Manchester United. You could clearly see that this position suits him. He looked confident, brave on the ball, always available to receive passes, and constantly trying to make something happen. With so many key attackers missing right now, he has stepped up at the perfect time. Right now, he is the favourite to play in that role, and this is another big opportunity for him to show the manager that he deserves to stay in the starting lineup. On the left wing, there is no other option for me than Cunha. He has been fantastic recently, 2 goals in his last 3 games, constantly driving the team forward, and always giving us so much energy. Whenever he is on the pitch, our attack feels more dangerous because he carries the ball with power, holds off defenders, and helps us keep possession under pressure. He is like a powerhouse for this team. But at the same time, he has to be more intelligent in the final third. His decision-making has to improve. Sometimes he needs to release the ball quicker, pass instead of forcing things, and also be more clinical when chances fall to him. If he can improve that part of his game, he becomes a completely different level of player. And finally, our main man up front, I'm going with Sesko. Yes, he needs to do much better when it comes to converting chances, and he knows that himself. But whenever he plays, the entire team looks better. His link-up play is strong, he connects well with Mount and Cunha, he holds the ball up, brings others into the game, and gives defenders so many problems with his movement. He has everything: pace, strength, height, awareness. Now it's only about putting the ball in the back of the net. This game against Wolves is a massive opportunity for him. He simply has to step up, be decisive, and score the goals that will win us the match. Manchester United fans, now let's dive into the most important part of this entire discussion, the tactics. Firstly, before we talk about any tactics or formation, there is one truth I always repeat: nothing works if the players don't fight. No shape, no setup, no brilliant idea will matter if the players don't give everything on that pitch. We have to approach this game like it is a Champions League final: full commitment, full intensity, full concentration. Every ball must be chased, every opponent must be tracked, we cannot jog or switch off. The moment we lose possession, every single player must react instantly, sprint back, close spaces, and hunt the ball. We cannot sit back and allow Wolves to walk into our box and pick their spots. We need to stop them right there in midfield. Mount has to drop in and overload that midfield when we are out of possession, blocking passing lanes and helping Casemiro and Ugarte win the ball back. And just as important, Cunha and Dorgu must help the fullbacks, especially when Wolves try to stretch the pitch. They must track runners, cover wide spaces, and protect the flanks with energy and speed, because that has been one of our biggest weaknesses. When we don't have the ball, everyone, and I mean everyone, has to be behind the ball, pressing, compact, disciplined, working together to win it back. That is the only way any tactic will succeed. Now secondly, we have to start fast and start high from the very first whistle. We have to remind Wolves exactly where they are playing. This is Old Trafford, this is our home, and teams should feel the pressure the moment they step onto that pitch. We need intensity straight away. We need to force them backwards. We need to get the fans behind us early with our energy, our pressing, and our urgency. That early goal is very important because it gives us confidence, it settles the team, and it makes Wolves panic. But we are not scoring one goal and sitting back. No, not at Old Trafford, and definitely not against Wolves. The best form of defense in this game is attacking. We press them high, we win the ball in dangerous areas, and we keep them away from our half. There is no need to drop into a midfield block and let them grow into the game at Old Trafford. Everything has to happen high up the pitch. We must play with courage, with hunger, and with full concentration. We cannot afford to be the team that plays well only in the first half and then disappears in the second half. No, this game demands 90 minutes of intensity. We cannot sleep for even 1 minute. Even after we score, we do not slow down, we do not relax, we do not drop off. We keep pushing, we keep pressing, we keep dictating the tempo and forcing Wolves to defend. That is the only way to truly control a match like this and the only way to make sure we walk away with all 3 points. Thirdly, and this is absolutely crucial, we have to take our chances. Too many times this season we have created opportunities, looked dangerous, dominated certain phases of the game, and yet still allowed points to slip through our fingers. That cannot happen again. Against Wolves, we have to be ruthless, clinical, and sharp in front of goal. Every opportunity we get must be treated like it's the one that will decide the game. 1 shot must mean 1 goal, 2 shots, 2 goals. We cannot afford to be wasteful anymore. Our strikers, Sesko and Cunha and others, must step up, sharpen their finishing, and show that they can take their chances without hesitation. This is how we win matches in the Premier League. It's not enough to create chances, we have to convert them. Goals are the language of victories, and if we take our opportunities seriously, we can end games in the first half, put Wolves under pressure, and control the entire match. Missing chances has cost us too many points, and tomorrow, every single chance must be met with composure, confidence, and execution, because that's the difference between a win and a draw, a top 4 push or another slip-up. Alright Manchester United fans, that wraps up our full breakdown for tomorrow's game against Wolves. We've gone through the lineup, the formation, and the tactics. Now it's all about execution on the pitch. Remember, it's not just about the names or the formation, it's about fighting for every ball, taking every chance, and leaving everything out there for the full 90 minutes. Old Trafford has to be a fortress, and it starts with the players giving everything from the first whistle to the last. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with all my match previews, lineups, tactical breakdowns, post-match analysis and other analysis, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video. Drop your thoughts in the comments, let me know your preferred lineup, formation, or who you think will be the key player against Wolves. Let's get ready, support the team, and push for that crucial 3 points.